So today we're working on the 1.4 petrol Micra. The expansion tank, which I showed before, is toast. I've replaced it now. What you're looking at here is the new one, and I'm going to show you how to go through the process of replacing this. It's a very simple job. All you need is a ratchet, a couple of extensions, and a 10mm socket, and that's it. Very simple. First things first, just going to remove that. Surprise number one, there's a little bolt down here, which on every other Micra I've ever worked on just isn't there, to the point I forgot it even existed. There we go. Okay, get those off. And undo these hold downs. Don't lose the nut. Now we can get access to our two 10mm. These are all 10mm, by the way. Not drop it. Okay. Should be able to fish this out now. There we go. Oh yeah. That is grim. Now we need to just break this clip apart. It's like a little bayonet style clip. If it breaks, it's not the end of the world, because we can always just replace it with a Jubilee clip, but we will try and not break it if possible. So it's not a very complicated design. But it can be a bit tricky to get loose. And then once that is loose, we shall just move that off to the side, and then you can just pull off this coolant hose, which hasn't moved in years and isn't going to want to play ball. Well, you can see how gross that is, and that's all been circulating inside the engine, so we'll have to flush out the coolant at some point. I'm really impressed as well that this air duct down here has its bolts still with it. I'm going to take them out right now and put a bit of copper grease on them, because the clutch on this is really high, so if I need to take the clutch out I'll have to remove these bolts anyway. So I might as well deal with this now, and then in future they'll come apart really easy. Yeah, that was tight. Cool. So I've just put a little bit of copper grease on the threads of these bolts, just to help them go back in from where they've been rusty for a number of years. These ones here weren't too bad. It was really the air ducting pipe that was the most awkward one, and I'm going to have to put that back in first, because it goes in before the expansion tank. So if you don't have the ability to re-tap threads or chase them, or do any like thread chasing, what you can do is put some grease on it, wind it in till it starts to feel tight, then wind it out, then back in, then out, and just keep doing that. And if you don't force it, you should be able to clear out the threads without damaging them, and then be able to reuse them. Otherwise, you might just, if you just run them down with an impact gun or something, or even with a ratchet, you can cross thread it or mash up all the threads and all sorts, which is usually why these things don't get refitted, because that's exactly what somebody's done before. These bolts go out, this one here goes out into the tunnel, the one up here goes out through the tunnel, and then this one here goes out into the wheel arch area, and you can see from the rust at the bottom that it gets some exposure to the weather, but it's worth just taking a minute or two to look after these things, do the job properly, save yourself some time in the long run. Because if you cross thread it in there and then you've got to take it out later on and it's being a pain and you snap it off and all that sort of nonsense, you'll be wishing that you just did it this way. Now see, that one there was hard to take out, but it's going back in really easily, just with a little bit of grease. Brilliant. So this is now in there just finger tight. Well, not even finger tight, I've just run them down a little bit. Always get your bolts started before you tighten anything down, so you've got a little bit of adjustment and movement. Get it clipped on there. Try not to forget about any pipes you remove. Get that clipped back in there, it's just a breather. For the gearbox, I believe. Yeah, so now what we'll do is just tighten those down. So we'll start with this one down here. Doesn't need to be very tight at all. That'll do. And then I'm going to leave that one there, not tightened up just now, just so we've got a little bit of movement to put in the tank. So I like to get the pipe oriented the way it will be fitted. Just clip that on. Just squeeze that together as much as you can. That should do it fine. And then we'll just try and fish that down into its little opening. And now we need to line up the bolt holes and then get the bolt started. And now we just tighten them up. Same thing as before, just tighten them up once they're both started. And what we don't want to do is we don't want to forget to tighten down this little bolt here at the back. Do that. And now we will refit our battery. These little hooks go inside these little holes here in the battery tray. So they hook in there, and then when you tighten it down, it pulls this little L-shaped section upwards, tightens down the battery. So you can see from down there, that's how it comes through the side of the battery tray, and then as you tighten down the nut, it pulls the rod up and then pulls this down on top of the battery and holds it nice and tight. There you go. It's good and tight. Now we'll just put it back on the terminals. Now that everything's reassembled, all you need to do is just fill up your coolant expansion tank. I always think that these caps are in a bit of a stupid place, even straight from the factory. It's just a bit daft. I'm not going to fill this up right now because I feel like I need to drain out the coolant and flush that system, just because of all of the nasty rubbish that's been in there. So that is how you replace the overflow tank on a Micra.